Well, we're here with Project Chevelle. Obviously, we got a bunch of 9-inch stuff here. We've been driving the Chevelle around with the 383 and the Tremec, and it's an absolute hoot to drive. But the problem is we're worried every time we stab the gas that we're gonna spit a stock axle out of it or something. So here we are, we got a bunch of 9-inch stuff ready to bolt in.
Yeah, we were a little worried about that 420 horse with the stock 10 bolt. I mean, upgrading it, we've got some stuff to do that if we wanted to change gear ratios around or get over to a posi. But in the end game, you know, with some decent tires on it and all that motor, it's going to need something a little more heavy duty. So yeah, brakes, axles, tubular control arm setup. We do all of our own third members right in-house here.
Right, tubular control arms, you know, it takes all the stock bushing slop out of it. You know, we actually plan to do some drag strip launches with this, so, you know, folding up a stock control arm would be kind of a bummer. And then disc brakes, of course. Disc brakes in the front, now we're going to have disc brakes in the rear. We have our emergency brake calipers, so you can still use the stock e-brake pedal. All in all, this stuff should all just bolt on, and we should be ready to do some burnouts.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, so we're just about ready to go up with the 9-inch housing and mount it in the car. One thing that's worth noting, this housing, obviously, it comes with all the bracketry to mount your stock control arms, stock shocks. There would typically be a stock spring perch up here for the stock coil springs. Since we knew we weren't going to use those, we knew we were going to do coilovers, we went ahead and cut that off, ground it smooth before we had this powder coated. But as you would receive this, it would be bare steel with the spring hanger on it. And the other cool thing is these QA1 coilover mounting brackets. To mount on the stock 10 bolt, you have to index it off with a stock lower shock mount hole and then drill this hole for the upper bolt to go through. And in the case of these Speedway housings, they actually come with that hole already there. So it's literally just a bolt on and go kind of deal. So I think we're just about ready to go up with it.
So finishing up our rear end suspension, 9-inch upgrade and disc brake install on the back. Things went pretty well. Really nice pieces, all fit together pretty well. New tubular rear suspension stuff, looks like it lines all up. Got a sway bar on it now as well, so it's gonna be a pretty sweet little ride. What do you think, Joe?
All that's left now, we've got to plumb the brakes. We're waiting for our drive shaft. We already sent the measurement off to fast shafts, so we should have that here within the next couple days. The one thing that's worth mentioning, you know, if these videos, everything kind of looks easy, it looks like it all falls together, you know if you've done any of this kind of work that that's probably not the case. So going along with all of these videos is an accompanying tech article, a written tech article that goes over part numbers and some of the changes and modifications and struggles that we had as we were actually doing the work. So be sure and check that out. It's at the toolbox at speedwaymotors.com. So be sure and check those out if you're into any more in-depth sort of how we did this and what parts we used.